make my escape. Well, the clouds are still fierce over there though. This could be a monumental error. I don't want to be caught in the lightning. I do not want to be caught out under a tree in lightning. Neither of those outcomes would be good. So I'm doing a bit of a power walk right now to get out of here. I've made it into the village, out into the main road. I think I'm safe. I think I'm good. I'm out of here. Maybe. I can see my car up ahead where Tekka is currently taking shelter. She was clever. She got out of there before the storm hit. She knew it was coming. I thought I'll just stay 5 minutes longer to get that shot, get that final shot for YouTube. And now look, oh my god, it's coming down heavy again. It stopped for like 30 seconds and now I'm back in the air-conditioned car. Oh my god. I tell you, it's raining out there. So we've had this weird phenomenon for the last couple of weeks. You would have saw in my last video the heat wave that we had in London. It was unbelievable. Well, even though it's gloomy and rainy today, it's still extremely hot. Temperature now is 25 degrees Celsius. With the rain in the UK, that's unfathomable, right? Extreme warm. I'm like wet, soaking, but that's mostly sweat. I got a wee bit wet with the rain as well, but luckily I managed to find shelter in that barn there. Anyway, we thought we'd go for a wee bit of a drive from here to another place that's close that we've never been to before, about an hour outside of London. This, by the way, took us 2 hours to drive from London, all to see that mound of earth. Very important mound of earth, of course. But a town that's close to here that's quite famous, we've never seen before, is Cambridge. We thought we'd take a wee drive. Now if the rain doesn't stop, I don't think we'll be stopping there for long, but if it holds off we might get a wee wander around the town. Maybe something cold to drink, because I am parched. Oh my god! What the hell? Jesus! Oh my god! What is going on here? What the hell? Ah! What the hell? What the fuck is going on here? Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god! Ah! This is not normal! Oh my word! What the hell? I've never in my life seen anything like, I've never seen something like that. What the hell? Oh my god! Oh! What the hell? Huh? I've never seen something like this in my life. Oh my god. Oh, that's like... Wow. You saw anything? I don't know what just happened there. That was insane. I've never seen anything like that now. It seems to be going back now. Hailstones the size of golf balls. And now there's like literally like a sea flowing past. That was crazy. That's the type of thing you only see like in America or something when a tornado goes, but that was insane. Okay, that was absolutely, utterly insane. We're here in the car park and it's sunny again. We've just went into the shop. The camera's getting rained on, but it looks like the car has escaped any damage. I saw from the drive over here there was a huge thunderstorm. Another one, we got that one in the car at the service station when we stopped. Drove for about 15-20 minutes and there was another huge one. And just as we've arrived in Cambridge, there's a bit of a clearing in the skies, which allows us just enough time to get out and go for a wee walk here in the city centre in a nice little park we found next to Cambridge University. We're not going to stay here long because actually I looked on the map and there's another storm behind that one which could come here any minute, and we do not want to be out when that kind of storm comes because it is going to be, we're going to just get soaked and hurt by hailstones. There's a very pretty little town here. There's a canal up here, big geese in the park. Check them out. Well, there you go. Alright, there it is behind us, the Mathematical Bridge of Cambridge, which is one of the most famous tourist attractions here in the city apparently, according to Google. I don't know anything about it other than that it connects one side of the university to the other over the canal, and that there's something to do with mathematical geometry with the design of the bridge, and that's all I know, basically. But it's a very pretty spot to come and check out, down by the park here, down by the canal. Lots of beautiful trees, a nice little walk. Pretty little walk down by the canal here. The city centre of Cambridge is a pretty little town actually, I really like it. To come back when things are normal to see the place, see the vibe of the city right now, because this is a student city, as you guys know. Cambridge, one of the most famous universities in the world. With the students not being here right now, the city is pretty dead. So that plus coronavirus means that there's just not much going on, but I would like to come back when things are normal. The weather has been so volatile the last couple of weeks with the extreme heat, and I think today it all came to a head with that crazy hailstone storm, the very hot weather this morning, and now after those storms it seems to be a bit cooler. Look, this is the map of Cambridge city centre. We are here, but just look at all the parks around us. We're here, this is the park that we're at. Another park here, park, lots of parks and a lot of water, a lot of canals, which is cool, I like that. As we walk through the centre of Cambridge, through the city centre, in this gorgeous park next to the canal, I've just noticed something a bit weird. And I might need somebody who has been here, who knows, if they can explain to me why. Because I noticed there was a lot of like big piles of poop everywhere, right? And I've just found the source. Because this park has a lot of resident cows in it, which for a park in a city centre, anywhere in the world I would imagine, is unusual. Here in England and the UK in general, it's extremely unusual. There's one right there, and there's more down here. It's just a park in the city centre. Like I could imagine, I could understand if we were like out in this countryside, but we're not, we're in the city centre here. And there's just cows happily grazing away. Like I said, I find this most unusual to be in the city centre, and there's just cows freely roaming around, not at all bothered by my presence. How weird. Cambridge, what is this about? This is like just a farm in the city centre? I mean, in theory there's nothing really wrong with having cows in the city centre. They're quite nice animals. Quite docile, I would imagine, but you wouldn't want your kids roaming off too close to them. If we walk down the path down there to get back to the car, we're going to be walking right in among them all, which is weird. That is unusual. And you see, this is what I'm talking about. There's just cows crossing through the path here. This one's just happily eating away.
It's good, you don't need to...
You don't need to cut the grass.
Do the grass, yeah.
Don't need to cut the park grass because you've got these guys here. But
These are cute ones.
yeah, it is a cute one. But they do leave a little mess. So like I said, it's unusual. We're in a city centre park here. And there's coos everywhere. Look at this guy, he's just looking at me. Like, what are you doing?
So many flies in space. Nice.
Next thing about Cambridge, but this isn't just exclusively to Cambridge, because I want to talk about these overhanging trees, these gorgeous overhanging trees. They look kind of tropical. I've noticed quite a lot of these in the south of England when I've been out and about exploring, doing vlogs over the last few months. They look unusual to me because you don't see many of them in Scotland. You do see them in like botanical gardens and places like that. Like in Edinburgh we do have a couple of these trees. I do remember them from the botanical gardens, for example, but here in the south of England you see them everywhere. And they're absolutely gorgeous, but like I said, they look tropical, overhanging. They look like they belong in a jungle. I'm not sure if they're native to here or not, but I do really quite like them. There's some down here, just by the canal. If anybody knows the name of these, if you are a botanist, or what's the word if you're a person who knows about plants? Botanist? I'm not sure that's right. If you're into your trees, what is the name of these things? They're very cool. Good to see them everywhere here in the south of England. I think the climate here is probably a lot easier for them to grow than it is in Scotland, I would imagine. So crazy how the weather has like been so volatile and changing today, like between these really hot, muggy, still, calm moments to these intense storms, a bit of cool afterwards. Now it's turned around to be hot and humid again. There's a lot of places down here I've never seen before. And as it's only a couple of hours drive from London, we might as well take the day trip before the weather starts coming in for autumn and winter. Alright guys, it's been a few days later. I've got something very important to show you right now on my channel, right? Because things absolutely went mental after that video. After filming that video and posting it online, this is the power of social media, the power of Twitter, the power of YouTube and all that, right? I posted that video online, it went kind of viral within the UK weather community, and the next day I got called by a producer asking if I would appear on the morning BBC morning breakfast show. Now, I don't know about wherever you are in the world, but here in the UK, the biggest viewers, the biggest audience of any TV show are always the breakfast shows. They're very, very popular when people are getting ready for work and for school and all that kind of stuff. People watch them, right? And the BBC breakfast show in the mornings, early mornings, presented by Dan Walker, is one of the biggest. It gets an audience of something like 8 million people per day. It's huge, right? So they asked me to do an interview about my video, about that storm, and this is how it went down.
Let's show you what's happening in Peterborough yesterday. Have a look at this.
What the hell? Oh my god!
This is a YouTuber, Sean Alexander, who was caught in the middle of this hailstorm. He was filmed it as a service station. You can hear and you can see how quickly things were coming down. Well, Sean joins us now and can tell us a bit more. Sean, I'm glad you remain unscathed after that. Just talk us through what happened.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm pretty glad I came out good at the other end of it as well. It was a frightening experience. So we were driving from Northamptonshire, where we went for a walk yesterday. The weather wasn't bad. It was quite warm. And we stopped at Peterborough on the way home. We saw this dark cloud over the service station. And we were just about to get out the car, literally put our hands on the door to get out, and the heavens opened in an absolutely unbelievable way.
So, I mean, how worried are you to be in the middle of that? We're watching that video again. I can't, thankfully, see anybody out there walking around trying to get protection from an umbrella or anything. I mean, you must have been concerned.
Yeah, I was. Like, the people absolutely disappeared. There were people walking around, but I don't know where they went. They must have got shelter. And yeah, to be honest with you, I thought the windows were going to come in at one point. It was absolutely fierce. The hailstones that were getting bigger and bigger, absolutely battering off the windows. I opened the window so I could get a good video for people to watch, and it was just absolutely insane. I felt like the wind was getting pulled out of the car. Like, we had this kind of weird pressure thing going on. I've just never experienced anything like that before. It was truly bizarre.
You know, it's a fascinating video to watch. I imagine there was quite a bit of reaction when you actually put that online.
Yeah, a lot of people from around the world were watching. A lot of people from the States said it looks like the type of weather they get when they get tornadoes. And that's actually what was going through my mind, because I've spent a bit of time in the States last year, and I know the kind of weather they can get. And it's the type of thing that we just don't see here in the UK that often. Pretty rare, I would say. And yeah, like I said, a lot of people from around the world watching, saying that, yeah, it's pretty normal in the States. But for us, it was just a total shock. It's not something that we see.
Well, thank you for giving us a snapshot of the weather where you were yesterday. Sean, thank you very much. You posted that video from Peterborough.
Guys, I can't begin to tell you how crazy all that is. Like, I was on the Morning Breakfast show. A lot of people came over to watch my YouTube channel because of it and followed me on Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. You guys should follow me there too if you haven't already. It was really, really quite crazy. But like I said, it's the power of social media. And I'm going to be talking about all of that kind of stuff in a brand new course I'm going to be launching quite soon about how to do YouTube. All that kind of stuff that I've learned over the last few years, because there's a lot of people out there who really want to get involved. So I'll put a link down below to check that out. But that was just such a crazy, crazy thing. I didn't expect it. Now, a couple of weeks has passed since that video, since that storm, and a lot of changes have happened in my life, and you guys will get to find out about that very, very shortly. I will be doing a whole video all about the changes coming up in my life, right? But for now, I've actually got a couple of things I need to open. People have sent me some boxes, and I'm going to do it right here on camera. I love it when people send me stuff. I'm hugely, hugely appreciative when people send stuff from all around the world. So, first things first, I've got a package from DHL. Not from DHL, somebody sent via DHL. So let's get into it. I love it when people send me packages. A cowbell. Bear bell. Somebody's been watching my North Carolina videos. Another bear bell. A letter which I'll read in a second. And a packet of Jello. This stuff is from Bob Conrad, who's an American who lives between China and the UK, presumably for work, and sent this stuff from London because I mentioned Jello in one of my recent videos and he wanted me to see the difference. So that's very kind of you, Robert. Thank you very much for this package. I'll read this letter and I will keep it in. I will be keeping this stuff and I will try it out very soon. There was another package that I received a couple of days ago actually, and I opened it not knowing exactly what it was. It was from Amazon, so I didn't expect that it was something that somebody had sent me, but it was actually a gift bag from Amazon that somebody had bought from the United States, I think. It is from Joseph Buono, and I think he's from New York City, and I'm not 100% about that, so thank you very much for Joseph. He sent me a book about the Hudson Valley and the Catskills. The Hudson Valley presumably is New York, right? And again, another book that I'll be going through. So thank you very much for this, Joseph. Very much appreciated. I've actually got a box here as well to open, which has come, I think, from United States Postal. It's come all the way from the USA. Big box. I'm going to get into it and see what's in it. I'm excited. I have to be strong to open this stuff. Always so excited to see what's in these boxes. It's always a surprise. I'll never know what people send. It's like Christmas. Wrapping on top. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. What is all this? Okay, this stuff has been sent to me from Robert E. Ray in Smyrna. I have no idea where this place is. The state is TN, which I presume is Tennessee. So Robert Ray in Smyrna, Tennessee, thank you very much for this package. I'm excited to get into it now and see what is here. Oh, love it. First things first is a book, which I think I'm going to find very interesting. The Scots-Irish in the Hills of the Tennessee. So I'll write about Tennessee. I'll be fascinated to read through this. I love history when you can kind of get a sense of people from Scotland and the UK in general who moved over to the Americas to really kind of make a footprint and launch themselves, find a better life when the United States wasn't even really a thing yet. I find it fascinating and I'll be reading this at some point. There's also a huge big selection of treats here. I think these are root beer sweets. So I'll be giving them a try. I remember I've been talking a lot about root beer on my channel over the last while. What else do we have here? Wow. Moon pie, chocolate, something or others. Chocolate bites, marshmallow sandwich. Wow. I love marshmallow and I love chocolate, as you guys know. So I think these are going to be really, really good. I'm excited to try them. Original bubblegum. We do have bubblegum here as well, but presumably these are a local favourite, so I'll be trying these as well. Wow, Goo Goo Cluster Variety Pack Milk Chocolate Covered Nut Clusters. Interesting. I may actually need to do a video all on these on their own to kind of go through them and see what everything tastes like, because it all looks so unique and yummy. And you know what I love about these boxes is people send them from different states and different places around the world, and it's always so unique and different in each state. I find that fascinating. Everybody has their own thing, and it does actually make sense because here in Scotland, for example, we have our own unique specific things too. Iron Brew, for example. And these things I've just never seen before. Nashville Toffee. And they're all so awesomely designed in these little boxes too, so that is pretty cool. I don't know what these are. They're like some kind of milk chocolate almond toffee bite things. I'm pretty sure they'll be awesome. And peppermint candies. Look at that. Wow. This is awesome. So, Robert Ray in Tennessee, thank you very much for sending this. I really appreciate these packages. It is awesome to receive all your gifts from around the world. I hugely appreciate those who go to the time and expense of sending stuff. It is awesome. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, it has been a whirlwind last couple of weeks. I appeared on national television with my vlog. I just couldn't believe it. That was just absolutely insane. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that footage. And in next week's episode, I've got really, really huge, big news for you. I'm very excited to share, very excited to get on with the next few weeks, but it is going to be a very busy period for me over the next 2 or 3 weeks, so I appreciate your patience. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you are having a great week, and until the next adventure, hope you have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is wherever you are in the world. Take care.